I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. 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 Oh, hey guys. Welcome back to our first episode of the year.
It was the year.
Yay. We know that you've missed us. Maybe not. But anyways, we're back. We're going to try and get this going. So we're going to start off by saying, what are we talking about today?
Today on Keepin the GEEK BROS podcast, first one of the year, episode 163, we've got DCEU announcements, Nintendo Direct, trailer reactions for Transformers Rise of the Beasts, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Invincible Season 2, and Fast X, Netflix and your accounts, and Open Mic. Studios can be sued over misleading movie trailers. All this and more in this week's episode. Stay tuned.
In a world where geeking out never looked so good, two incredibly sexy men will rise for your auditory pleasure. Here's your hosts, Keeping Up with the GEEK BROS.
Yes. Keepin the GEEK BROS podcast. I'm Vibe, and with me is Man, and we are the hosts of Keepin the GEEK BROS, a family podcast. All right, keep it going.
So, what's going on with the Geek Bros?
Well, look, you guys know we've been MIA. There's still the Doctor Strange trailer, which I've been off and on working on. That trailer review that's there, but I've been actually working more on what's more exciting for me is, for whatever reason, Ready Player Geek Bros. So what's new is we released the Ready Player Geek Bros teaser. Check it out. It's right there. It's actually a hot little 20-second teaser. But I'm working on that series. 5 of 9 Ready Player Geek Bros episodes have been completed. There's only 4 more to go. I'm trying something different. Instead of editing them weekly, I was just gathering a bunch of footage, and then I'm going to edit them all in a row. So I have 9 weeks of content that'll come out consistently. By the time the 9 weeks comes out, we'll record some more, and I'll have some more produced. So I'm trying something different as opposed to the weekly editing, recording like we do for the podcast. That's fine. But for shows that I know I can gather enough footage in advance and edit it all out, I'm talking about the episodes, the thumbnails, the IG previews, all that's being pre-produced, so there's no lag in content. So check it out. There's some fun stuff there. There's like a 3-part, I know you guys are gonna get sucked. There's a 3-part Power Wash Simulator, one in the middle. Actually, that was one gigantic 2-hour episode that I divided into 3 parts because I don't know who was gonna watch 2 hours of us. Shh, that's all you hear. Man, we gotta fix the audio because the shit's too loud. We can't hear us because of how loud the damn the game power wash is in your streams. But yes, it is from the viewpoint of Man. So you'll hear me, you'll see my avatar every once in a while. But it's some good stuff. The Cooking Mama episode, which is what I'm so excited about getting to. That's gonna be fun. Check it out. So yes, huh? Overcooked. That's what I meant. Same thing. That's a difference. And which is something I really want to play again. So Overcooked, yeah. So that's coming. So there's so much coming. At least for Ready Player Geek Bros. Once I'm done with Ready Player Geek Bros, the first 9 episodes, which we can call season 1 if you want, I will absolutely complete the Doctor Strange one, throw it out there, and I'm hoping we can discuss Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania with as a real episode, if it's possible. So so things are going on. We've got some new things going on. But yes, look forward to that. The release was supposed to be February. I'm pushing it back to March. March should be the first. Whether I guarantee this, whether I'm done with all 9 episodes or not, March, first week of March, you will get 1 episode because 5 are already done. And there's no reason why I can't do 4 episodes in 5 weeks before I catch up. So look forward to that. All right. So, Gent, what are you geeking about this week?
Well, and speaking of Ant-Man and Quantumania, that's coming out this Friday.
I mean, the trailers look hot, I hope, but it's got everybody's aping the Guardians of the Galaxy feel. Like I'm just, Thor did that. Now they're doing that to Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm just like, I get it. Guardians of the Galaxy is very popular, but come on now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested in seeing it. I don't know if I'm going to have time to see it. Friday is a double day for me, so I'm going to be absolutely useless.
Friday's a what?
A double day. That's when I work both my jobs.
Oh, I think you said a double date. I was like, what?
This man's out here going on dates now. Oh, I thought he said he hated them.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
No, not double dates, a double day. I work Thursdays and Fridays. I work both my jobs. So I'm up at 7, or I should say 6:30, and I'm working from 7 all the way to 1 o'clock the next morning, Thursday and Friday. It is very tough for me to do anything on those days. I do not sleep. I don't know what sleep is. I feel like I'm married to sleep because, you never see your wife type situation, or you don't, so whatever. But yeah, that's that. The other thing that I want to discuss is remember the Winnie the Pooh movie that we were talking so much crap about with the bad acting, the blood and honey. That comes out Wednesday.
that I thought it was just a concept trailer.
No, it's a real movie. And to branch off of it, the same creators for that movie are making a Peter Pan movie and a Grinch movie. And a Grinch movie. And I think the Grinch one already came out. But yeah, it's the same concept. We all have the stories of how we love Peter Pan and the Grinch and Winnie the Pooh. These are the evil aspect of them. I haven't heard anything about the Peter Pan one yet.
But isn't it true that a lot of the Disney fairy tales were all Brothers Grimm stories? They were all much darker than the Disneyfied versions anyway. That's what I understand.
To a point, yeah. But now you get your Brothers Grimm versions with the bad acting and the bad costume play.
I can't judge. I ain't judging.
As far as that, I know you haven't watched any of it, but The Last of Us, I'm pretty intensely watching. I'm halfway through episode 5, I believe. And I want to hurry up and watch it because Jesus, I love the game, and this show is like, I mean, it's the Mandalorian all over again.
I don't know if I like that.
Well, because it's Pedro Pascal, it's the same guy.
Yeah, but you get to see his face.
Hey, you get to see his face, no helmet on, and he's transporting somebody else. So it's like, it's kind of like the same thing, just not Star Warsy.
He doesn't think that maybe it'll suck to be typecast as a babysitter.
Did you see the SNL link I sent you?
No, I didn't get to. I decided to, do stuff.
So I'll throw up the premise. They do a dark version of Mario Kart with Pedro Pascal as Mario transporting Princess Peach. With Keenan, what is his name? Keenan Ivory
Wings? No,
not Keenan Ivory Wings. Keenan Thompson. Sorry, yeah, Keenan Thompson.
Keenan Ivory Wings.
Shut up. Keenan Thompson's Bowser.
You're so stupid. Oh God, it's great.
It's a little funny clip. It's like, I think it's like a couple of minutes, or a couple minutes or whatever. But it's pretty funny to see Pedro Pascal play Mario, but like in a serious way. It's hilarious.
Mario.
No, it's funny because like the somebody comes up and they throw like a little gold coin for Mario on the counter. Like, I need you to do a job. And then he's like, I don't do stuff like that anymore. He goes, well, what's your name? And he turns around slowly. And he goes, it's a me, Mario.
I gotta check this out.
It's pretty funny. As far as all that, I mean, that's pretty much all I'm geeking about this week. I want to say I want to geek out about Hogwarts Legacy, but I'm not really.
I'm geeking about Hogwarts Legacy stupidity.
Yeah.
That's what I'm geeking out about. Like there are these videos where the guy just use Avada Kedavra on everything.
On everything.
And it's the funniest thing. And you can chop heads off. I'm like, you can burn people. you can levitate them.
Yeah,
and
like
shoot them
seeing
off the
seeing that
fucking-
seeing those videos, like at first I was like, I want nothing to do with this game. But now seeing all that other stuff, like all that,
Absolutely.
I think I want this game now.
I was hoping this game was on Oculus, which is what I'm going to discuss, but it's not. Apparently, it's on like PS3 VR, which is something weird that's on this list. But what I'm geeking about is the Oculus. I don't know if I mentioned this, but my friend got the Oculus for her son, and it was the most amazing thing. All I needed was 4 minutes playing this thing, and I was like, I'm buying one. And I bought one the very next day. And I've been using the Oculus for podcasting. I've been using the Oculus for fitness. I've been using the Oculus to play video games, and I'm just like, this is amazing. So what I've been geeking about is VR. Just the concept and the opportunity that VR affords is like ridiculous. I am all about it. And then when I found out that friggin' PlayStation has a VR, I'm buying that too. I am.
Yeah.
I was like, I love VR. It's so crazy. It's like crazy. The things that I've done in VR. I've been in workspaces. I've played games. I've been called a Negro, the other word, by little kids. It's like
You can do that anywhere though. That's it's a normal thing. You can do that anywhere.
but when you're in an area and it's a beautiful scenery and you're looking up at the stars and you're literally laying on your floor looking up at VR stars and some little kid teabags you. Okay. There's nothing more magical than that. And that's a real story. There's a game called meeting place, and they have different rooms, and there's this one area where you see the aurora borealis. I thought this was beautiful, so I laid on my floor in my bedroom and looked up at the aurora borealis, and all of a sudden this avatar hovers over my face and starts bouncing on top of my face. So when I laid up and looked at the person, they did this. They did this. And then they called me a fag and left. And that's exactly what happened. That's true story. True story. So this is the kind of thing that's happening in VR. It's great.
Oh
it's
God,
great.
that's awesome.
So I like VR. I'm on it. Am I on it a lot? No, because I don't have the time. But especially for FitXR, which is the workout, or Beat Saber, also a game of workout, it's great. So I'm geeking out on VR. So, and that's the end of that. So without further ado, episode 163 starts now. But first, subscribe to our podcast when we do it. It's the right thing to do. We're going to move on to the Fresh Scent. Geek Bros approved movies and series of the week, brought to you by Man. Take it away, sir.
So, I got a couple of new series. Oh, not
you got
new
a couple
series.
of nudes? What?
Yeah, I always have nudes. Right here, check it out.
Woo!
So, got some new releases coming out this week. February 16th, Animal Control. I should probably like open up these things and tell you who stars in them and all that nonsense.
I concur.
Yeah. So, Animal Control.
Did you see the warning timer for the recording at the top left? You didn't see it?
No, it said that you upgraded it to unlimited time.
I did because I told you when we're not using it, I let these things lapse. And as I was recording, it says you've got 10 minutes left before you run out of recording. So as I'm talking to you, I'm over here trying to log in to pay for the fee so it doesn't lose it. It was right there, and it was a countdown, and I was down to 3 minutes because for some reason freaking Zoom wouldn't load. Oh my God, that's so funny. All right,
yeah, it did tell me that you put it on unlimited, so that's interesting. I was like, okay, cool. I don't know. So Animal Control starring Joel McHale. It's a TV series, and the premise is I can't find it. Why is it not here? That's weird.
I love
it. Blah blah blah. So yeah,
I love blah blah blah.
Whatever. I'm gonna do better at these. I don't really feel like looking for it. That comes out on the 16th. Also the final season of Picard. Oh, I'm sorry. That Animal Control will be airing on Fox and streaming next day on Hulu. February 16th, final season of Picard will be streaming on Paramount Plus. Also, February 16th, the new season of The Upshaws will be streaming on Netflix. You went
the new season of what?
Upshaws, The Upshaws. It's Mike Epps and I can't why her name just escaped me. Wanda Sykes and Mike Epps.
Wanda Sykes.
Yeah.
So Wanda Sykes friggin' voices a character in the Bad Batch season 2.
Yeah.
And I said why.
Also the Carnival Row final season, which is also season 2, February 17th, will be streaming on Prime Video. Also, Hello Tomorrow, a new series on Apple TV Plus, February 17th. It is, I actually saw the trailer. It looks pretty interesting. It's basically about a salesman who's trying to get people to buy real estate on the moon. It's a futuristic story, and it looks pretty interesting. The website that I sent to you, you should be able to watch that.
What I'm watching on Apple TV Plus, because I decided to start my 3-month free subscription, is For All Mankind, and it's one of the co-creators is Ronald D. Moore from Battlestar Galactica. That's why I started to watch it, and it is amazing.
There's a bunch of Apple TV Plus has a lot
Quest
of good.
Is fun too.
Oh yeah, Mystic Quest is great, but Apple TV Plus, for anybody who doesn't have it, figure a way.
Apple sends free stuff.
Yes, please. We're promoting your stuff here. They have really good shows, and it's not like your regular down the mill unnamed actors either. These are pretty high quality actors, and B-lister actors, A and B-lister actors that they're using. I'm trying to
figure out how they got Harrison Ford to be on a TV show.
Yeah,
he's on Shrinking. And I'm
Shrinking with the other guy.
Segel.
Yeah, Jason Segel.
I'm just like, how in the hell did you get him? I mean, I haven't watched that series yet, by the way. But I
haven't either. But yeah, but it's just crazy how Apple TV Plus they have high quality actors on their TV shows, not even movies. Their series. It's crazy. And finally, February 19th, The Company You Keep airs on ABC and next day on Hulu. That seems pretty interesting. Vigo something, I forget his name. No, not Mortensen, the other Vigo.
Vigo Damask?
Oh, what's his name?
There's no other Vigo. What other Vigo is there?
The Company You Keep. The guy from... Where's he from? Heroes the show? No, Heroes the show.
He what?
Heroes. Remember Heroes the show? Oh,
yeah.
Milo. My bad. Milo Ventimiglia.
Yeah, I don't know who that is either.
I can't.
But he sounds hot.
It stars him. He basically is a con man that him and his family, they con people and do all sorts of stuff, and they do pretty well. They're really good at what they do, and they somehow get involved with the CIA. I saw the trailer for that one. It looks pretty interesting. I will post that on everything else, like I do with everything else. As far as the movies come out this week, as I said earlier, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey comes out February 15th in theaters, and February 17th, Friday, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. And that is it for series and movies.
I just posted our just a screen. I use my phone. I just say, "Hey, we're recording," and I just scroll past the very first picture is of the artist formerly known as Garbanzo. He looks good. He lost some weight?
Yeah,
he lost some weight. He looks good. He looks good. Well done, formerly known Garbanzo. Hey, okay. Looks good. He looks good. Well, I was the first thing that popped up. I would show it to you guys, but it's gonna block it out. See? Oh no, you did see it. Whoops. It was gonna block it out. Let's freeze frame that. It looks good. Well done. Well done. Well done.
Boy.
All right. So what movies? I get movies now.
Did movies. Oops. Did movies. Just those two movies.
Oh, I love that shit. All right, we're gonna move on now to what's new in the gaming world.
So we're gonna skip those first two because he's not present with us. So I'll just
two.
The Switch passes PS4 and Sony slashes PlayStation VR2. So I'm I'm gonna go ahead and go with
We're gonna go
the
straight to
Nintendo Direct. Yeah, the Nintendo Direct that happened earlier this month, like was 3-4 days ago. There's a lot of news, and as a Switch console purchaser, as we are, they have now included in that Nintendo Online, whatever the hell it is, subscription thing that you have that they have, Game Boy games and Game Boy Advance games.
Yes, my brother actually texted me saying, "Oh my God, Golden Sun is coming to the Switch."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yes, when?" He's like, "Oh, to be announced." They just mentioned that it should be coming. I was like,
Yeah.
I said, "Why do you message me to let me down?" Like I was really upset about that because Golden Sun was the truth, and I would absolutely play that crap on my Switch on my new TV upstairs in my room.
And the crazy thing is, this happened 4 days ago. It was when it happened. The same day they made the announcement, they already had games available. Games available that they had on the 8th: Tetris, Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins, The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening DX, Gargoyle's Quest, Game & Watch Gallery 3, Alone in the Dark: The New Nightmare, Metroid 2: The Return of Samus, Wario Land 3, and Kirby's Dream Land. That was for the regular Game Boy. The Game Boy Advanced games that were available: Legend of Zelda Minish Cap, Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Brothers 3, WarioWare Inc., Mega Micro Game.
Mega Micro Machines?
No, it just says Maker Micro Game. Kuruin. Sure. And Mario Kart Super Circuit and Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Now, I am a big fan of the Mario and Luigi games that they had on the handheld games or the handheld consoles, where you play as Luigi and Mario in an RPG based game, and each button controls each character.
It's the spiritual successor to Super Mario RPG that was on the Super NES. That's what they are. They're kind of in that vein, even though they don't look nearly as good as that game did. That's why I played those games, because I was like, I loved
Super Mario RPG. That game was amazing. I cannot wait to be able to play that again on my Switch. So I'm kind of hoping they get there.
I hope so too, but it's such a fringe game. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just I don't think it did really well because that's not what people liked. Because back then I don't think RPGs was a thing in the West.
Plus, it was the first Mario RPG game ever made. Everybody was used to the side-scrolling Mario where you jump on Goombas and shit.
Yep.
But this game, it was for anybody who hasn't played it, and they were all about the nostalgic Mario games. This was an amazing game.
And it was very amazing. Good. It looked so good for Super Nintendo. For Super Nintendo, that game looked so good, and the story was good too.
Yep, it was good.
Yeah.
Furthermore, the games that are to be announced that are coming that will be added on these platforms for the Switch is The Legend of Zelda: Oracle of Seasons and Ages, Pokemon trading card game, Kirby Tilt and Tumble, Metroid Fusion, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, Fire Emblem F-Zero Maximum Velocity, and, as you said, Golden Sun. I'm sure they'll be adding more games in the future, and we will announce them as they come.
I'm waiting for Golden Sun. That's all I care about. That's all I want in my life. That's all I care about. I want Golden Sun.
Maybe
Pokemon Red and Blue. Maybe.
Other announcements that they made is that they are Metroid Prime is coming back with a remaster. They already have revealed a trailer for it. Physical copies will be. Oh, what? Wasn't excited enough. Oh, the game today. Oh, okay. So the game is already available. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm like in between everything here. Metroid Prime Remastered is available for digital at the Nintendo eShop as of the 8th, and the physical copies will be on sale on the 22nd. Unfortunately for Metroid fans, there have been no mention of Metroid Prime 4 or remastering Metroid Prime 2 and 3. Another announcement they made was Pikmin 4, a release date on the Switch for July 21st, 2023. Advance Wars 1 and 2 boot camp release date reveal. The release date will be April 21st of this year. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is already out. Oh, so they're adding. No, the thing is, they're not making another Mario Kart game. They're on 8 and they just keep adding shit to it, which is what's driving me crazy. So it's
That's
a new
easier. That's easier for them.
Yeah. They're still making money on Mario Kart 8, so why not, I guess.
Exactly.
They're adding a
I love DLC.
booster course pass deluxe. Wave 4. So this is the 4th installment of another DLC for this game. It will be releasing in the spring. Splatoon 3 gets an expansion pass that will take the Inklings back to Splatoon 1's Inkalopolis. Kirby Dream Land Deluxe gets a new trailer ahead of its February 24th. So this game is coming out later this month. The Return to Dreamland that will be coming later this month. They announced Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I still have to play the first 2. These games look amazing. They are Square Enix. I love pretty much everything.
He played the Xenoblade or Xenogears actually, which I think is an offshoot or the original. He played them. He liked them.
I'm a fan of anything Square Enix. So Enix, whatever.
I'm a fan of Squaresoft. I liked Squaresoft before Enix itself.
Yeah, I'm sure you like Soft. Xeno Chronicles Expansion Pass Volume 3 will be available February 15th. Later this year, Volume 4 is the expansion pack. Volume 4 will be arriving later on this year. The newest game, Fire Emblem Engage, will have new DLC coming later this year. I don't really care for Fire Emblem. And the Disney Illusion Island game gets another trailer that is going to be released July 28th. Sea of Stars release date. Okay, so yeah.
What?
I'm just gonna throw out release dates here. So they announced the Sea of Stars release date. It will be coming out August 29th. Octopath Traveler 2 will be available same day. Will be let players transfer their saves files to the full game. Okay, so if you played the demo, you will be able to play. It will allow you to use the save transfer file from the demo to the actual game on February 8th. If you choose to purchase the full version will be available on the Switch the 24th. So you got 12 days. Bayonetta Origins, Cereza and the Lost Demon has a new gameplay trailer that will be arriving March 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Dead Cells Return to Castlevania. That's interesting. I didn't even know they were doing that. Fans will be able to return to Dead Cells on March 6th and find that it has been invaded by the world of Castlevania. Oh, okay. I get it now. That will be a release date of March 6th. Etrian Odyssey Origins Collection, that is a mouthful, brings original 3 games to Nintendo Switch and PC, available June 1st. I can never, Baten Kaitos 1 and 2
God bless
remaster.
You.
Thank you. It was very sneezy. Easily. Remaster HD remasters will be coming.
I love it when it comes.
Me too. I love coming.
Family.
I love coming there. I love coming here. What's wrong with that? Nothing wrong with that. It doesn't have a release date. Just okay. So I guess they're just saying they're announcing a remaster for these games. I don't even know that they are. This one I'm interested in. Tron Identity. It's a new narrative puzzle adventure. Oh, never mind. You just lost me a puzzle adventure game set in the world of the 1982s.
No, wait. Did we not do we not play a puzzle-esque game? As part of keeping the Geek Bros.
Ready Player Geek Bros.
Yeah, wasn't there a game that required puzzles and we were playing it?
No.
Yeah.
What game was that?
Wasn't it Nobody Saves the World or Nobody Saves
that
the
wasn't
World?
really like a puzzle game. That was like you went in. It's more of a hack and slasher game.
It's a hack and slasher game, but there's some puzzle elements in it.
I guess it's like a Linkish, Legend to Zelda-ish aspect to it.
Okay.
But this is puzzle adventure. I don't know about that. I don't know. I'm
Man,
gonna look
man
at the
is
trailer at
man,
some
man's
point.
too old for puzzles.
I got time for puzzles, bro. I'm
Bitch.
too old for this shit. Big 4-0 is next year, guys. So I don't
Oh
got time for this
snap!
nonsense. Anyways, Tron Identity will be released April on the Switch. Professor Layton in the New World of Steam is the newest entry in the beloved stories. I don't know what that is, but there's a trailer for that or a teaser that they announced for that. Samba de Amigo Party Central will have you dancing this summer.
I love Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, I love Cinco de Mayo too. I need stay thirsty, my friends. That will be coming out in the summer. I guess it's like a Dance-esque game.
Okay.
The developer of Life is Strange
Nope.
announces
Nope.
Harmony, the Fall of Reverie.
Nope.
So that's just the trailer that he put there.
Nope.
Fantasy Life I, the girl who steals time. Okay. It may be worth a look. It will be, there's no actual release date, but sometime this year. We Love Katamari Reroll. I don't know what I'm going to just scroll through some of this stuff because I don't know what this is. Ghost Trick Phantom, summer of 2023. Whatever this Katsuri is, June 2nd, 2023. Omega Strikers.
There's a whole bunch of trailers here. We could have just made this a special episode. We could just watch all the trailers and reacted to them.
Yeah, we could have. Actually, I'm at the end of the list anyways. I mean, we could do.
But we probably should table this and like just do an episode where we just react to all these trailers, whether we like it or not. Like the last time, that was funny. You remember the last time we did it? We just watched a bunch of random trailers from Rex.
I remember that.
What the hell is this?
So we'll just make that into a special episode.
Bring back the Geek Bros hot takes on the Twitch for Twitch.
Yeah, so we'll do that. We'll table that.
It's TikTok. They're all the same thing. All these T's.
Titties. What? So yeah, done. I'm done there.
Thank God. Geek Bros approved video games released this week. Hit it, man.
So I'm a little late on this, but again, 2 days ago, Hogwarts Legacy came out.
And it is the bomb dizzle.
So I'm gonna go ahead and look at the release date for this on consoles is kind of sketchy. They released it. Yeah, they released it on Friday the 10th for PC, PS5, and Xbox Series S and X. The PS4 and Xbox One release will be February 10th. Wait, I'm sorry, I read that backwards. April 4th for PS4 and Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch will get its version July 25th. So those are your release dates for this game. So if you do not own an Xbox Series S or X or PS5, get a PC.
But they're still putting out games for the older consoles, like.
Yeah, because the thing about Xbox is, if it's not a game that requires a lot of resolution and graphics, remember Xbox is 100% completely backwards compatible. So they're allowing most of their games released to be backwards compatible all the way to the Xbox One. Now, if it requires a lot of resolution and all graphics or whatever, it's only released for Xbox Series S and X. Okay. PS5, they're only doing the PS4, PS5 versions because of the PS5 issues that they were having the last few years. But at some point, that's going to stop. They're just going to release PS5 going forward. Okay. Until they announce another console, which should be coming sometime in the next year or two or five.
No, I don't think so. Probably, it's still too early. I think it's going to be, I don't know, 2030.
Well, the next thing that we're supposed to be hearing about is the new Nintendo console that should be coming soon when that happens.
That's silly because the Switch is still on fire. They need to just just put out a Switch 2 just with the same shit, just better graphics or better processor. They should because that's what they did. With the Wii was on fire, and then they brought the Wii U, and they just
which did horrible.
So stick with what's on fire. Wait till friggin' the sales for the Switch slow down, because I don't see what you can do better than the Switch. The Switch is the best of handheld, and it's like a marrying of the handheld console and the Wii and the console itself. It was great. I love the Switch, even though I have not. Last thing I did with the Switch was I put a what was it called? A Rick and Morty skin on it. That's pretty much all I did last with it. But it's great. I don't know what they're gonna do. All right, cool.
Yeah, no one knows.
Keep it going.
February 14th, Wanted Dead comes out for PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series S and X. Returnal, February 15th for the PC. February 17th, both these
Kingdom
games.
Hearts.
Wild Hearts. Wild Hearts for PC, PS5, Xbox Series S and X, and Tales of Symphonia Remastered, PS4, Xbox One, and the Switch.
All right. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. We're going to move on now to Man's side piece, because all I'm going to do is have Man speak, because I got nothing to say except for the very end.
So James Gunn recently put a video out on Instagram, and it kind of went everywhere because he was just announcing the up and coming movies, shows, and video games that he wants all of DC to be entangled in. So everything going forward,
This article comes from Variety.com.
Actually, no.
Yes, it does.
Is that what I put on there?
Which one are you putting? I have the Variety one. There's the DC.
Yeah, the Variety one is the
DC.
one that I trashed. This is Polygon.com.
This article comes from Polygon.com. This is what happens when Man makes the outline, says it's ready, I download it, then he edits it just before we get on the air. It happens every time. And
but you know what? I told you that I was doing it, and you said, "Okay, let me find it and take it off of what I'm reading." And then
I know, but I wasn't paying attention. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But like, it happens every time, because we have a shared Google Doc, okay? Or what is it? It's a Google Doc?
Yeah, it's a Google Doc.
And it's fantastic. And that's how we put our stuff there. I don't like working off of the actual Google Doc. I like to download it and open it in Word. And so once I download it, that's locked in. And then I'll always lock it in, and he'll be like, you know what? We're going to take this time. I'm like, God damn it. I just downloaded everything. So carry on.
So James Gunn decided to put this video out, which I'm sure everybody has watched, because this was like a couple of weeks ago. I want to say this happened, but we just wanted to touch bases on it, because most of this stuff is from comic books, and I know very little of some of the stuff that he said. So
not excited about any of it.
Where did it start at? Okay, so there's Creature Commandos, which is a team of monstrous misfits who will operate under Amanda Waller, who we know who that is. There also is going to be a Waller show about how Waller became Waller, Amanda Waller. Everything.
It's an origin story. Oh,
yeah. So these are all tying into each other, by the way. Like they don't
need to humanize Amanda Waller, and that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna
humanize her, but then they're gonna show her.
They're gonna make her a sympathetic villain, and
yeah.
No, please don't let her just be a piece of shit. Some people are just pieces of shit, and there was no extenuating circumstances. They just happen to be a piece of shit, and they get shit done. I mean, you already gave her a friggin' daughter in Peacemaker series. That's it. Because at first, as soon as she said mom, I said, who did Amanda Waller get the pipe from? Like, who? I'm not saying nobody would want to give her the pipe, but she seems so like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's too good for the pipe. Like, I don't want your pipe. I don't want nothing. I got. I'm a strong.
Or she gets it, and now you need to get the hell out of here and get out of my life.
I guess.
I'll disappear you.
But to procreate?
Oh no, she can't. She's no interest in that.
That's what I'm saying. Like she would have been the first one to remove her stuff. Okay, she's not even in the Marvel universe. She's part of the Black Widow program and had them remove that shit out of her. Like that's what. So with her having a daughter, I'm like, carry on though. Don't humanize her, James Gunn, you son of a bitch.
So supposedly, this next Flash movie that's supposed to be coming out, that has been pushed over and over and over and over and over again, is supposed to close out the current storyline of the DC universe. And then the Aquaman movie that's supposed to be coming out is supposed to start the new linear timeline or whatnot.
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't, but this is James Gunn, and apparently he's got something going on that he hasn't really told anybody about. Currently in the works is The Batman Part 2, starring Shiny Vampire.
I couldn't make it past a third of the way of part one.
I've never
It
even
was
had
so
interest in watching it.
boring.
No interest in watching it.
And people say it's so good, but the movie bored me. Carry on.
That's currently in the works, as well as Joker, Folie à Deux, which stars Lady Gaga and what's his name from the other one?
Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix. They're making a part 2 of this movie. Yes, that guy.
I mean, the movie was good. It was a good movie, like as a movie, but as a Joker story or in the DC, it wasn't. I wasn't.
So yeah, so to make that make sense, according to James Gunn, anything that's not linear with his new founding path or existing path of DC universe is going to be put in the DC Elseworlds title.
That's good.
And then the DC universe is where we're focusing on with everything else. So if there's other storylines that have nothing to do with his storyline or whatever, that's going to be titled in the DC Elseworlds, which, by the way, Joker is a part of that Elseworlds.
Yeah, so is the Batman.
Right, and the Batman as well.
Yeah.
Also, the Flash movie, Blue Beetle is coming, starring the Spanish dude from the Karate Kid, Cobra Kai. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
He's going to be the Blue Beetle.
Okay.
Obviously Aquaman 2, which is what we're waiting for.
Who's
Waller Show. The general consensus. When I say we, I speak for we the people. You know,
we the people.
We the people. There's also going to be and by the way, I don't remember which is what, but a lot of everything that he announced, they're either movies, series, they're either animated, they're not animated. If they're animated, Accor apparently is trying to get the live version actors to portray and voice the animated versions of the characters.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a movie, or we have a project. I'm going to call them projects. I'm not calling them movies or series anymore because they can change. It has changed. It has happened. Project Lanterns, which focuses on the two Lanterns. I forget their names because I don't have them.
Hal Jordan and
Hal Jordan and
Blackie McBee.
Yeah, the black guy.
What is his name? He's my favorite. He's my favorite Green Lantern because he was in the Justice League cartoon. That was a great. What is his name? Oh well, carry on. Don't look it up.
I already did.
We call him Blackie McGee.
Blackie McGee.
It's John Diggle. The Black Lantern's name is John Diggle.
No, it's not John Diggle. This is not it.
John Stewart. Got it.
Yeah, there it is. John Stewart. There you go.
His name is John Stewart.
How do we forget that? Yeah, from the Daily Show. Oh wait, I just lost it. What just happened? Okay, here we go. So yeah, the project's Lanterns. There's overseeing Earth, the Authority. Okay, so that's okay. So there's Lanterns. The other products include Superman Legacy, which is the reasoning that Henry Cavill
they dicked him out.
that they dicked him out. So they wanted to portray a younger version of Superman, which is where this comes in for some reason. The Brave and the Bold, which I don't even know what Brave and the Bold. What is that? I don't know what the Brave and the Bold is.
That's okay. Batman.
That's the Batman one? Okay, That's what I figured it was. And Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Grant Morrison's. There was a bunch of stuff. There's a little video that he put on there. There's something else that I don't see on here.
Nothing else. Swamp Thing. They're doing Swamp Thing.
Yeah, the Swamp Thing I didn't see listed on here, but he said something about it.
Doing Swamp Thing. That I know for because I laughed.
Yeah, I laughed when I saw it, but
yeah, because it'll be canceled immediately.
But check out the video. Oh, Gods and Monsters. There's that's what he's titling. That's okay. So
and then there's is that the Themyscira backstory? There's a Themyscira prequel before Wonder Woman. There's a series about it's called Paradise Lost. Paradise Lost. That's gonna be that's another one that is gonna be about Themyscira before Diana Prince gets created.
So and there's that. There's what is this?
Yes.
So apparently like the first chapter he's doing is Gods and Monsters.
Yeah, that's the phrase. That's the overarching.
So he's got a lot of things. The Authority. That's it. That's a movie. The Authority.
Yeah. He's got a lot of obscure titles for the first chapter, and I don't know if this is gonna work out well, because this is not even the B team. This is like C. Like, I've never heard of any of these things. I mean, and you want the mainstream to like want to go and check this out, and I don't know any of these things.
Yeah, like the because I'm skimming through the video now. There's another TV series that he announced. It's called Booster Gold. I don't know who the hell that is.
Oh, Booster Gold. He's from the future, and he comes to the past because he wants to be a superhero, but he's not really a superhero. He's kind of like a charlatan. He's a con man who eventually then has a heart of gold and actually becomes like a superhero because of insert reason here.
Sure, I guess that works.
Yeah, I know who Booster Gold is, but he's from the future.
Yeah, so there's that. So
that should be fun. Actually, it should be a fun show if they play him right.
Yeah, if they play him right, exactly. But these are the announcements that he made. Some of them look, interesting. Some of them, I mean, it's James Gunn. He brought freaking Guardians of the Galaxy, face front that we all love, and because who the hell were they before he made the movies?
That was Juan property. He's doing this with like 5 properties.
Right. Exactly.
I don't care how good you are. Nobody hits 100%. Okay. I'm just saying.
We'll see. Plus DC needs it anyways, man. Because the only thing that was working for DC was their animated movies. That was it.
Man.
That was it.
Yeah, I didn't really like their reboot, their New 52 shit. That I didn't really like those movies. But yeah, their animated movies were the best.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel's sucks.
Marvel sucked, but everything else about Marvel was pretty great. Although these last few movies have been lackluster.
This last phase has been lackluster.
Yeah.
So the only thing I liked about this last phase was Spider-Man, and I have a fond appreciation for Shang-Chi. That's it. Everything else was terrible.
Yeah. So that's all I got for that. That's all I got for that.
I know that's right.
And we're going to move forward to my next topic, which everybody has heard about before. But I'm going to
from Polygon.com.
Yeah, this is also a Polygon.com.
Polygon.com.
So Netflix is beginning to roll out next month on password sharing. So if you are using somebody else's Netflix account that you do not live with, be prepared to deal with some shit. Netflix has laid out their details on how they're going to do this. What's going to happen? Okay. With whatever Netflix tier you're using, if you are the account holder, you are going to be asked to assign a home
base.
Like a home base type situation.
My damn triangle looks weird on camera. I'm fixing my triangle.
That's special.
I do this every time. I obsess about the way my little triangle lip thing looks on the podcast. Every podcast I've seen the videos, I'm always playing with it. That's what she said. To make it look like a perfect triangle, and never works out. Look at it.
I'm not gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna. So the account holders are gonna they're gonna be asked to set a primary location where everybody in that household, by usage of the IP addresses and the home network that you're currently using, Wi-Fi, your box, or anything on your modem, that is going to be your home primary location.
Mhm.
If your account gets accessed outside of that location, one, you will be prompted. Two, you will be asked if you have left, you yourself have left the primary location and you went away to like vacation or whatever, and you're trying to access your Netflix account somewhere else, not in your primary home location. Now, if you are, they give you, I think it's a week or 2 weeks or something, an extension that you can use outside your primary location. If somebody else is trying to access your account, they will be immediately blocked and logged out of said account, forcing you to either make a subscription yourself or not have Netflix at all. The other option that you have is the account holder can allow extra members outside of the primary location at a cost. So if I give my password for my account to Jason and he uses it in his house, or Vibe, sorry, I have to pay an extra fee for him to use it in his house. They haven't really expressed what those extra fees are, but it's there. Oh, well, here it is. Here you will pay private address. All right, so it says it's, yeah, I knew it was going to be confusing. I like how it says here. First thing it says, it's confusing, but we will explain. If you are using your Netflix account at primary address, you would pay $15.49 a month for your standard plan and an additional monthly fee per person. At the time of publication, the cost to add an extra person in Canada, where the new rules have been rolling out, it's $7.99, roughly $6 in US. So it would cost you an extra $6 for one extra person to access your account.
Listen, I'm gonna make it completely clear. Netflix is a business. I understand why they're doing this. This has been an epidemic. If people weren't sharing their passwords with everybody and they weren't, getting all those users, Netflix would never be underwater. They'd have the money that they need. I get this. I want to make it very clear, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the one who thinks this. Netflix, this is going to bite you in the ass.
Yes.
And I'm not talking about with unsubscribers. I'm not talking about with piracy. I'm talking about with, you're going to get hacked. You're going to get hacked, and all your users' IP addresses and locations will get hacked, and you're going to be fucked because everybody gets doxxed at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Netflix understands that they're putting themselves, especially with disgruntled people, they're putting themselves in a very compromising position because they will get hacked. It's not a matter of if, but when. When they get hacked and they say all of our users, forget their usernames, their passwords, and their credit cards, but now you're telling me we can lose privacy on our location and the IP addresses of our devices. I hope that they really thought this through, because it's not going to be worth it, because guess what? This is going to be a disaster.
You know how these companies are. They react. They're not proactive.
Right.
They're reactive.
Somebody in their bottom line must have said, listen, what are we going to do in the event that we get hacked? And we've told everybody we're storing your primary geodetic location attached to your IP address, attached to your ISP provider, which means if I hack you, if they're good at what they do, they can find a user and find exactly where the user lives,
as well as anybody else that has access to your account.
Yeah. I don't think they thought this through, and this is going to be horrible. Not if, but when they get hacked. I'm telling you right now, what is this? Sunday, February 12th, 11:53. I declare it. This is going to happen, and Netflix is going to buckle under it. It's going to be screwed. They're gonna lose. It's gonna be lawsuits, it's gonna be whatever it is. They're gonna be screwed.
I know they're going to, because look, HBO Max went through it. Who else went through it? T-Mobile went through it. Verizon went through it. Everybody's gone through it. Everybody has.
But what they typically lose is the customer information, like maybe some addresses, but usually
maybe some passwords. Maybe some credit cards.
But we're talking about geolocation,
geotrack location, right?
This is probably Oh my God.
Yeah,
I
this
mean,
is a disaster that's going
the
to happen.
ability to dox people and to steal everything from them is, look.
And then the worst part of it is here's another thing that Netflix is doing that's going to annoy the hell out of everybody. Once a month, they're going to ask you to re-sign into your primary location.
Yes, they're gonna ask you to tag yourself, or I mean, sorry, to log in at that location, and if you don't, you get cut out.
Yep. So it's so stupid. And then here's another thing. So if you have the premium tier on Netflix, you're paying roughly $20 a month, and to add 2 extra members outside your household, it'll be at $12 just for 2 years. Two users. So $6 a user if you're using the lesser one, $12 a user for 2 more people, and then so on and so forth.
Well, look at it this way: if it's $20 for a premium, and you say, hey, listen, give me $10, I'll put you on my thing. You're still saving $10, so you have access to premium Netflix. So I mean, I get it's fine. It is what it is. It's stupid. But I understand why and I don't judge them because
I get why they're doing it. They've lost a lot of money.
They lost a lot of money. I mean, due to sharing and stuff, and it's rough. It's a business. They're trying to make money. So I just don't think this is going to go the way they want it to go.
No, I don't think it will. I think it's gonna, like you said, bite them in the ass when it happens, or after a while after it happens, because if you're, again, like you said, geo-tracking everybody that's logging into your shit, you're going to have issues. I mean, that's what hackers thrive off of. So yeah, this is going to be
delicious.
Yeah, this is going to be something. So when something happens, we'll be the first or the last to tell you about it, because
there's no between. We either we're on it or we tangentially brought it up. So look, you didn't tune into us for consistency. You tuned into us for
because we're funny.
Because we're funny. That's it. That's all you tuned into. So I don't want to hear nothing. All right. All right. I guess that's the end of that. There's no common day because I didn't actually know we were going to be recording, and I didn't bring any topics per se. We're going to move on to movie trailer reactions. I'm going to share the screen. We're going to go.
I haven't seen any of these, by the way.
Neither have I. I think I've seen Guardians.
I've waited for this day to happen.
I think I've seen Guardians. I don't remember, but we'll see. So I'm going to share the screen, and we're going to get it started with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So let's do something with the face of the people, the thing, with the
Let's roll. Let's roll out.
I knew it. There we go. Sharing the screen. Oh, daddy. Oh, my God. Oh, well. All right. Now. All right. I just doxed myself. All right. Here we go.
We were gone for quite a while.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like
no
this.
matter
like
what happens next.
I don't like that. I don't like
the galaxy still needs its guardians.
Hello, we come in peace.
Well,
I already knew that was going to happen.
Don't forget where we came from.
really is about him, huh?
We have been running our whole lives.
Why is he not?
I'm done running. We'll all fly away together. One last time.
Yeah, that's right.
Into the forever.
That shit, somebody's gonna
Beautiful
die.
sky.
There you go.
That again? Ooh, Adam Warlock.
Yeah.
And
We'll
Kill anyone who gets in our way.
no, not kill anyone.
Kill a few people.
Kill no people.
Kill one guy, one stupid guy who no one loves.
Now you're just making it sad.
Okay, all right. So let's break it down. So from my understanding, this is the last movie with this roster. So people gonna die, and clearly somebody's gonna die. And I think it's Rocket, by the way. One, because he's probably very expensive to animate. I'm being real cost effectively. We're gonna kill him. Especially since apparently this is his story. And I wonder how Adam Warlock is going to how he's going to work, because clearly he was the next like antagonist, and I clearly not. So, but I love the aesthetic and the themes of Guardians of the Galaxy. So I'm very excited about this. I can't wait. I called it. Rocket's gonna die. He's definitely gonna die. They're not gonna kill Groot. Groot's too marketable. He's I mean, they make money off of Groot. He's not going anywhere. But Rocket's gonna die. I think, I don't know, man. Maybe Quill might leave. Quill might leave, like with Gamora, but how Gamora refalls in love with him is gonna probably be really stupid and convoluted. I'm probably gonna hate it because it took several movies for them to get together. Several, but you know they're gonna low-key her and make her like all nice again and shit. I'm excited. I can't wait to see this movie. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I really, 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 really love the series, and it's probably James Gunn's last hurrah with Marvel. So yeah, let's check it out. What do you think, man?
I'm all on board with this movie. I love the comedic parts of it. You know, I'm all about comedy, so I can't wait for this movie. I definitely, I think it comes, was it next month?
No, May.
Oh,
May something, May 25th.
Wrong M word. That's fine. It's 2 months, three months, whatever. I don't know where we're in anymore. But yeah, I can't wait for this movie. I'm definitely on board. That's definitely something that I'm gonna have to make time for in my crazy, beautiful schedule that I have.
I hope you do, and I hope we can do a recording and then get an original recipe episode out. That'd be great, man.
I'm doing the best that I can here.
But I shouldn't say anything because again, I haven't edited Doctor Strange, and
yeah, exactly.
So it's not like I don't have something to lie. So it's not just man. I mean,
yeah, because we're all still waiting to hear about what we thought of WandaVision 2.1.
Yeah. The WandaVision, the reneging. Yeah. All right. We're gonna move on now to Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I'm sharing my screen.
I have not seen this one at all.
And play.
I miss the desert. I miss the sea.
It's too old for this, bro.
And I miss waking up every morning, wondering what wonderful adventure the new day will bring to us.
Those days have come and gone.
Perhaps not.
I don't believe in magic. But a few times in my life,
Winter Soldier. Oh,
I've
that's
seen
pretty good.
things I can't explain.
Antonio Banderas?
And I've come to believe it's not
The
so
CGI,
much
his
what you
face
believe.
younger.
It's how hard you believe it.
Where's Shia LaBeouf? Where is he at?
Ooh. Kill Hydra.
Who is this man?
I'm her godfather.
related.
Get back.
Listen,
All right, full disclosure.
I'm not gonna knock the man. He looks good for being 80.
He does. With full disclosure, this is not part of my childhood. I've never seen any of the Indiana Jones movies, none of them. So I have no real opinion. I like the trailer; it seems fun, but and I know George Lucas has nothing to do with this one. And I don't think Steven Spielberg has anything to do with this one either. I don't think he's directing it either. Let me see if there's a. If it tells me something. June. Nope, it doesn't give me a credit at the end. It just says June 30th. So yeah, I don't care because it's not part of my childhood. I should watch them all on Disney Plus. I'm pretty sure that's where they are. But the trailer looks fun. Looks like a lot of fun.
It's directed by James Mangold.
There you go. So, and he's the one who did Logan, I think, right? James Mangold, he did Logan. He did Logan, right?
Girl Interrupted. Yeah, no.
Logan.
Logan and the Wolverine.
And the Wolverine. Wow. Wolverine. So, that's interesting. The de-aging technology is getting there. It's getting really good. It's getting really, really good. Or the CGI or whatever they're doing. That's getting really good. So that's the only thing I'm curious about is clearly they're going back in time. It's a time traveling thing. I love time traveling movies. Am I going to go see this? I haven't seen the others, so no, unless I'm being forced to by either Man or Squeezy Bits, who has demanded things of me. So, I mean, the trailer looks like fun. That's all I have to say about that. Man.
I will
not be the father.
I can't be the father. To be honest, I don't know. This doesn't. I mean.
Clearly doesn't do it for you.
Clearly. The trailer looks interesting, but I don't think this is one of those movies I'm going to go watch in the theater. I think this is a
Disney Plus original.
Disney Plus original, and or like a watch party, and we'll like eat popcorn and drink, and that's something we should do. We should bring back the watch parties at your house. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, we could do that whenever my schedule figures itself out. But yeah,
2024.
But yeah, that sounds like something that I would do. I don't think I would watch this in the theater because it's, again, I know the movies is business and all that stuff. I don't like watching. I don't like being around people.
I love the communal experience of the movie theater. I enjoy it. I didn't enjoy watching new releases on my TV at home. I like going. I like it to be an event. I like going there. I like listening to other people talk about it. I like being in a theater with people, even whether I don't know. I like the experience. I love the movie theater experience. I like getting shitty overpriced junk food. I like now getting a cocktail while I'm there. I like being on a big screen.
You can do that at home, bro.
No.
We can. We'll get you. You know what? We'll get. You know what we can do? We get a projector, right? Where you have the TV in the living room, we'll put the screen right behind there. Move the TV out, and there's your fucking movie experience, bro.
It's not just a big screen. I can buy a big screen. I can buy a freaking biggest screen ever. It's the communal experience.
I don't
I'm
like
a social butterfly. Let me fly.
Fly, bitch, but just fly out of here. I don't need to be around people for that.
And that being said, we're moving on to the next one. Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. Here we go. Sharing my screen. And go.
No way.
Really? Oh, this is gonna be in New York? That'll be different.
Down. I'm not the one to fear, Prime. There is a darkness coming.
It is New York.
Bumblebee!
Pull over! I'm not driving! And if you don't know, now you know.
That's kind of cool.
Wow.
Spread love is the Brooklyn way. And if you don't know, now you know. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a flip, same number, same hood. It's all good.
of all the threats from both your past and future.
It was all a dream.
You've never faced anything like this. Let them come.
And if you don't know, now you know.
This can't be real. This can't be real. Oh, okay, it's real.
I want my car to do that. You have mixed feelings. I can tell. I can tell. Yeah, you look. It looks like you have mixed feelings about this.
One, the song choice is hot. I like the way it was mixed. Okay. My favorite Transformers property is Beast Wars, and tangentially by default, Beast Machines. Okay. I loved Beast Wars. Okay. That thing was the tits, the story, the animation at the time, and it got better as time went on. I would love for them to redo that cartoon in that same animation style. Okay. I love that animated series. This is pulling those characters and bringing them into live action. That's my childhood. Okay, the artist formerly known as Juancho used to say I had no childhood. That's part of my childhood. That's my childhood. Beast Wars and Beast Machines. I don't know how I feel about this movie and then bringing those characters in. That's one. Two, I'm confused with the continuity. Does this follow the Michael Bay movies? Does this follow? I mean, I think Bumblebee was its own separate continuity. Is it following the continuity of Bumblebee?
Well, no, Bumblebee the movie was just a precursor to the first Transformers.
It wasn't.
Movie.
It broke canon because
it was supposed to be because Bumblebee was sent to Earth first.
Correct.
He was like a scout, so that's why that movie was
right. But at the end,
that's what it was supposed to be.
At the end, didn't he meet up? He met up with Optimus at the end, didn't he?
At the end, because Optimus Prime finally came
he wasn't
to Earth.
but when he finally came to Earth, he finally came to Earth for the first time in the first movie.
In the first movie, right?
So it breaks continuity. So I don't know if Bumblebee is really anyway. Semantics. So I don't know. So okay, then if
but this doesn't make sense on where it falls in the storyline that we've in the movies that we've already watched, which I understand where you're coming from.
Right.
Because it just okay, so now all of a sudden the primals are here. Like
right.
Where they've been all this time.
Well, they're time travelers in theory. So they probably came back from the thing they probably the way I see it is because Beast Machines, Optimus Primal, and Megatron, the other Megatron, the second coming of Megatron, they had a fight. They fell into a time warp and they went back in time to prehistoric Earth. So they said something has awakened. So I assume instead of that series playing out in the past, they fell into some kind of hibernation. They woke up in the present. I think that's what it was. So I'm pretty sure that's what's happening is that they come from the future when the Autobots became the Maximals and when the Decepticons became the Predacons. That's what they evolved into. And they went back. They fell into a time warp, went back in time, and awakened the present where Megatron, where Optimus currently is. Whatever. The trailer looks hot. No, the trailer looks good. The soundtrack is hot. The song they use is hot.
The story just looks weird.
The story looks weird. Am I going to watch it? Yes, only because I have a loyalty to Beast Machines and Beast Wars, and I want to see if they do these characters justice. Man.
I've always been a fan of Transformers.
You have?
Yeah, these games, these movies though, these last like the first two, because Shia LaBeouf for life.
I thought it was fine. I thought it was hilarious. It was definitely better than Marky Mark. Wow.
Yeah, I think when the first two were great, and then they tried too hard, on the which ones were there? How many were there? Were four? How many Transformers movies do we have?
About 8. I don't know. Who knows?
Because there was the first one, there was Dark Side of the Moon, Transformers, The Last Night, Revenge of the Fallen. Okay, so it was the first one, Revenge of the Fallen,
and Age of Extinction. And
Age of
Bumblebee.
Extinction.
Mm-hmm.
Which one was that? Oh, that's the one with Marky Mark.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Age of Extinction was the first. I think the first one with Marky Mark, and Last Night's the second one with Marky Mark. It's been 6 movies. It's 3 with Shia LaBeouf, 2 with Marky Mark, and 1 with Haley Steinfeld, who is beautiful, and I want to marry her.
That's the Bumblebee one, right?
Right.
So this will be the 7th install of the Transformers.
Correct.
God, I didn't even realize there was so many of them.
There's going to be 10 Fast and the Furious movies. Okay.
God, listen, I have not
10.
watched the Fast and Furious movie.
10.
And
The
it's supposed to be 12.
The Skywalker saga is 9 episodes, and that's a sprawling soap opera space epic. Fast and the Furious has 10. It's 10 movies,
And they're ending it at 12. They're not done yet. Anyways,
I thought they were ending it at 10.
No,
I thought this is the one last ride.
No,
Good God.
no. I think they're doing like a Harry Potter with like 11 or 12 or something like that, like
All
a part
right.
1, part 2. I'm over it.
All right.
But yeah, I've always been a fan of Transformers movies, but I only really liked the first 2. Everyone after that, I felt like they tried really hard and failed. You know, and then they had their issues with Shia LaBeouf, and they were like, "Hey, let's bring Marky Mark in here," and then it just got worse. And you're just like,
yeah, no, it was
like, no offense to Marky Mark, I love Mark Wahlberg in other shit.
He's okay, but he just wasn't good.
He wasn't good in these, and not in Transformers. He was good in other shit.
He was
not in Transformers.
Awful.
So I don't know. Like, I want to see this. I'm interested to seeing, but I've been heartbroken before.
Will you see it? All right, here's the first one. Will you see it in theaters?
I guess.
That's what I'm talking about.
I have a feeling you're gonna drag me into it anyway.
Right.
So yeah, I guess.
I mean, that's it. I want to be very clear. Transformers: Rise of the Beasts has been approved by Man. So we're gonna move on. He's approved by Man. Okay. We're gonna move on to Invincible Season 2 teaser. Wait, oh, there it is, right there. I'm gonna share the screen. All right, there we go.
Can't wait for this.
Watch Vox Machina.
Pretty good. Look at that.
Oh, it's a good
Not
show.
bad, Mark. You're not just
Love Vox
invincible.
Machina.
You're also like Earth's best food cooking man. Pretty impressive.
What? Oh, no, I just worked here. I don't actually make the food.
Next time also, constructive criticism, do not put these green things in here. These are gross.
Yeah,
Okay.
hey, so
No one likes
did you ever
pickles.
find Orath?
I like pickles.
Yeah, of course I found it. Very, very quickly, very easily. Yellow skies, purple grass, and get this, they have burgers there too, just like these. Who would have guessed, huh?
You never found it, right?
No, nope, not even close. I hope they're okay. I think about them quite a bit, honestly. But how about you? What have you been up to? It's been a while. I think everyone agrees it's been like a little ridiculous how long it's been.
Hey, I've been
Oh, it's
busy.
meta.
Doing
Meta.
what?
Well, I've been busy writing, designing, storyboarding, voice acting, key posing, in-betweening, cleaning up, color slapping, comping the whole thing and all that for, roughly thousands of shots, so it's kind of a lot.
Sure, yeah. Although like 90% of that, if I'm being honest, sounds completely made up. But the real question is, when are you going back out there? The world needs more Invincible.
Oh, it's coming, okay? Hey!
Yeah, I know, but like a specific date would be nice.
Oh, but okay, fine. The world will get more Invincible in late 2023.
All right, okay, I'll
right,
take
all
it.
right, okay,
Late
all right.
2023. Perfect, sure. So 2023, is that like one of your years? You know, our planets, they all have different systems of keeping track of time. Like, they go around their stars at different speeds, but the way you said that number makes it sound soon. Is it soon? I really want it to be soon.
That was cute. That was very cute. Before I review it, this is the thing with streaming platforms. because network TV would always have, okay, well, you know, you have your fall and you have your spring and then summer, and then so you always knew that it was going to start in the fall, your show, or in the spring, your show. With streaming, they come whenever they want. When it comes out when it's done, you know, and I like that and I hate that at the same time, because you don't know when your show is coming back and you're waiting forever to figure this out. That's the one thing I do and do not appreciate about streaming services, because they can take their sweet time, which is good. It means that technically it should be more quality. It's not usually the case, but that it should be more quality. But then you don't know. You don't have that. Part of my challenge is going. I love the summertime, but knowing that, oh my God, you know, fall is coming, school's coming back up, but guess what? My show's gonna be back on WB. I can't wait weekly, you know? That was part of the fun of it. That being said, this teaser was funny. It was hilarious. I love Seth
Rogen.
Not Seth Rogen. That's Seth Rogen?
Yeah.
Seth Rogen. He's freaking hilarious. I love that. Let's say Seth Green. There's not much to say about this teaser. I mean, it's not showing us anything. I loved how they got really meta with it, and they showed all the stuff that he has to do, saying, "Yo, I know you're waiting, but look, this is what's taking so long." That's cool. That's very cool. But yeah, I'm excited. I loved Invincible. This actually might make me want to watch season 1 all over again, because season 1 was just like the shit. I was very happy about that. So season 2 is gonna be fun. I can't wait to see where they're going with the story. I don't know anything about season 2. I haven't read anything about it on purpose. I want to go into it blind, so I can't like do any predictions. I'd like to know what happens with Omni-Man if he comes back. I would prefer it if he doesn't. I would prefer it like the end of the season he comes back, or we bring his story back. Let's move on to another threat or something like that and go from there. And then, you know, we can revisit the father Vulture story at the end of the season or at another season. That's how I would like it. Madman.
Well, I'm the one that got you to watch this show, so of course I did. So fuck off. So yeah, I am definitely patiently waiting with full anxiety for this next season to come. You know, yeah, I definitely don't want to deal with Omni-Man this time around. Like you said, I would want something else. I don't know, the whole father-son thing, like we got that in the first season, like let it go. He went away to go have his mental breakdown up in space, wherever the hell he disappeared to. So let's have somebody else trying to kill Earth. And then maybe Omni-Man comes back and either join forces with him and be like, you know what, I've had my time away and I miss my family, you know, whatever, or I've come to finally do my job. But at the end, and then we'll go on to season 3 with that, you know, get more exposure to this so we can keep it going and just have a full storyline on, you know, on what's going to happen and whatever. So I'm all on board with something else being here. But yeah, all in all, I can't wait for the damn show. I've been waiting for a long time.
I think if we're, when it comes out late 23, if things are working out, I'd like to revisit the idea of episode by episode reviews, and we could do that for Invincible. I would like that idea. So
yeah, I thought we would do that with Bad Batch, but Bad Batch doesn't seem to be very interesting to do that with.
It really isn't. So yeah, no, it really isn't, except for the last 2 episodes that came out. Those are worthy enough to be discussed. But other than that, and we will discuss those the next episode we record in April. So all right, we're gonna move on to Fast 10. One last ride. Share my screen. God help us all.
I know that this road has been very hard.
Who is that?
And yet here you are, building this.
How did he come back?
Family.
Who? The Chinaman.
What's going on in that head of you?
You didn't see the last movie?
No, I didn't.
Is it dead?
I thought he died in Drift.
But I
The Red Condit.
afraid of losing someone I love.
Who's that?
That's probably his son.
Dominic Toretto.
That's Jason Momoa?
All about fear.
Yep. Holy shit.
You built such a beautiful life, filled with love and family.
I never got that chance.
You stole that from me.
Paul Walker? Oh, okay.
I don't remember him being there.
Future. My family.
They just CGI'd him in this old movie.
I'm gonna break yours. Piece by piece.
He just caught HIV and every other single blood disease there.
Yep.
He's coming for you with everything.
That Brie Larson, fuck you!
I'm not sure anymore.
What the hell? What is going on?
One of us might not come back from this.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Who's John Cena in this?
His brother.
What?
Never accept death.
He's getting kind of
Suffering
chunky.
is owed.
He's back in wrestling again. That's a very big ball.
It's a setup.
He's trying to tear us apart.
Winning used to be about winning. We raced for respect. Today, I raced to stop the bloodbath.
That's the problem with having such a big family. How do you choose the ones you save?
Let's race!
Oh, yeah! He's back!
What?
What do you think?
Who's he here? Oh, I don't.
Why is she in this
Recognize
movie?
this game.
She's Captain Marvel. Get the fuck out of here.
Coming for you, son.
No way.
Here they come.
No way.
How
Never
cars
be
work.
able to break my family.
That's not up.
No way.
Good morning, sunshine. You gotta be kidding me.
What the fuck is this, Resident Evil?
Who is that?
That was... You didn't watch the friggin' movie, clearly.
No, I didn't. I told you I stopped watching Fast and Furious after Tokyo Drift.
Then
I
you
have
don't know,
not.
then
I
why
have
watch
not
this
seen
trailer?
any
You
of
have
them.
no idea what you just saw.
I clearly I know nothing about anything that just happened. I don't know why any of those people are in there. I don't know who they are. I don't even know how the Chinaman came back. I am confused.
They retconned all right. So first he dies in Tokyo Drift, and it was just an accident. Then they retconned that and said that Jason Statham's character is the one who purposely killed him and purposely rammed his car, and then he died. Then they retconned that because he did that because Dom killed his brother in one of the movies. Then they retconned that, saying that Mr. Nobody, who's by Kurt Russell's character knew he was going to be killed, and so they put a body double or some bullshit in the car, so he never was actually even in the car when it blew up. He watched the car on the side blowing up, so they retconned that as well. So that's how
Kurt Russell
is Mr. Nobody. He was in movie 6. I don't know. Yeah, it's Mr. Nobody.
Am I gonna have to watch these movies just to see why this would make sense?
It doesn't, though. That's the thing. All they do is they don't care. See, the thing is, those
so
Fast and the Furious.
what was it? The second or the third movie where they stole that safe and Jason Momoa was CGI'd in the background.
That was 5 or 4. I don't remember, dude. The orders are because Tokyo Drift is no longer the third movie chronologically. Tokyo Drift is the 5th movie, I think, chronologically. So
I don't even know what's going on anymore.
So you do know they did? Do you know what the last movie, Fast 9, that they did the space thing? You know that, right?
I did not watch anything.
They did the thing, a car in space. They did the thing in Fast 9. They did it. They put a car in space. Here's the thing with Fast and Furious, and I have to respect it. They are going by soap opera logic. You know, soaps. Oh, you had amnesia. Oh, you're back. Oh, you didn't really die. Or this is my twin brother. They're doing soap opera logic, and they play fast and loose with physics. When you get past that, there is a story there somehow. There is a story, and there is character progression. And apparently, Paul Walker's character comes back in this movie. I don't really know. I think they
No, I think that was just a play on memory because
no. They actually are bringing Paul Walker's character back. They are. They're going to CGI his face on his brothers. They got the okay. He's going to be back in this movie. Yeah, that's what I heard. His what's his name is going to be back for this movie, or a little bit. And they're going to CGI his face or do a deep fake and use the computer to generate his voice.
Why do that now? You've killed him off after his death. I mean,
he's not dead. They just let
no, not. I'm not saying he died.
Right.
I'm saying Paul Walker died.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you disappeared him from the franchise after his death.
They did the same thing with Mia, Dom's sister, where she just wasn't really a part of it. They brought her back now too. So you know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna be relevant. He's gonna be relevant. And apparently it's because he's bringing it up because his story has to do with that safe bull crap. He'll be in it. They're not gonna kill his character. I think they're gonna have the Walker brothers come and be body doubles, and they're gonna CGI his face, and they're gonna use a computer to generate his voice, kind of like what they did with Darth Vader in the Obi-Wan series. That wasn't James Earl Jones's actual. He didn't record those. They used his voice in a modulator, and the computer spit that out. That's why it sounds so good and so current. So that's a robot voice.
I guess I'm gonna have to watch these movies.
If you're gonna watch these movies, it's gotta be with me, with drinks, and we have to record it. Because I know you, because they get progressively worse and progressively more absurd, and you're going to be like, why?
So I'm looking at this list of Fast and Furious movies.
Mm-hmm.
The turbocharged.
The what?
The turbocharged.
What's that?
Apparently, it's a prelude for the Too Fast, Too Furious movie.
Yeah. That's about him when he went to Mexico. Because remember, at the end of movie 1, Brian gives him the keys, and what he does is he goes to Mexico, and that's a little short film about him going to Mexico, and that's when he marries Letty in Mexico. That's what that is. I never saw that little short film.
I didn't.
Yeah.
That
explains where his character was in Too Fast, Too Furious.
So which one? Okay, so 5, Fast 5. That's the one with The Rock.
I think when The Rock is in like 2 or 3 of them. He's not in the most recent ones because him and
they don't like each other.
They don't get along, and
okay. So which one introduced Hobbs?
I think it was 4 or 5. I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy, because I've seen all the Fast movies because I hate my life. But I can't tell you the story. I can't tell you the lore. I can't tell you the lore. Fast and the Furious.
I didn't ever think that this would be a conversation, to be honest.
And the canon is Fast and the Furious. What has happened to our society where we have to discuss the canonicity and the lore of Fast and the Furious?
Oh, dude, there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where's the button?
Yeah. It's not something it has to be something we have to do. It's like we have to do them in chunks, 3 movies a weekend
8,
or something.
9, 10. So officially there are 10 movies.
Yes.
And I've only watched 3 of them.
Exactly. So
no, I'm sorry. I watched 4 of them because I watched the one that they introduced The Rock, Hobbs.
Yeah.
Which isn't that one where they stole the safe?
Yes.
So I saw that one. So I saw one more after Tokyo Drift. That was it. That did it for me. Because Tokyo Drift killed my senses.
No, because Fast and Furious, which is the 4th movie, that didn't have so you skipped one.
What the hell is Fast and Furious?
Fast and Furious is when the gang got back together again. It's when Letty was it?
That's when they found her, and she was the bad guy turned good guy at the end, right?
No, that was the next one.
What the fuck?
I'm lost now. I think I'm confusing them all. See, I told you, because you see, the canon is so dense. So,
oh my god,
we're done. Moving on to open mic.
Open mic.
Studios can be sued over misleading movie trailers, and this is brilliant. Okay, brilliant. Let me bring this article up. Okay. This article is from yahoo.com. Okay, studios can be sued over misleading movie trailers. Judge rules in Ana de Armas fan suit. Ana de Armas actually was appearing in a movie called
Blonde.
No, a rom-com called Yesterday, and she was in the trailer, but she actually plays a very small role, like a cameo almost role.
And I heard about this.
Yes, and this one person bought a ticket just because he wanted to see her, and when he realized that she was barely in it. It was not even a bait and switch, that she was barely in it. They filed suit, and the person won. And so it is now set the precedent, set the tone now, where studios have to be careful about how they advertise their movies.
That's interesting.
That is very interesting.
So can we sue for Star Wars?
No, because Star Wars, what was misleading about Star Wars?
That it was actually going to be good?
Oh, that's subjective. That's subjective. So it's creepy because here's the thing though. Studios don't make their own trailers. I learned this. They're called trailer houses. They're just companies that literally the studios hire out to make these trailers. This is why some of these trailers all seem to have the same flair, the same sound effects, the same everything, because that's what it is. They hire out other companies to make the trailers. They say, here are the dailies. This is what we want. This is the tone. Make this trailer for us. While the studio actually edits the actual, which is why, again, why you see clips and scenes in trailers that don't make it to the final movie, because they're not the same people who make the trailers. So
I've seen that happen. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's what it is. So trailer houses make these trailers. So I don't think this is going to hurt the studios. It's going to hurt these trailer houses, because now they're going to have to be concerned with, okay, well, I'm making this trailer. These are the dailies you sent me. If I misrepresent your movie, I can be hit too, because I'm the one producing this stuff in good faith, or I'm making it a different tone, because you can do anything in the edit. You really can. I can make the Geek Bros seem like we're a bunch of creepers if I wanted to in the edit. You can do anything in the edit. I'm an editor, and I love, one of my favorite things to edit are trailers. I love making teaser trailers and trailers, and actually that's one of the issues with our other podcasts, is that I make sizzle reels, sizzle previews, and I edit us out of context all the time. That's the point. I do it. I edit us out of context because the idea is to make you want to watch. So if we see something provocative and you don't know why we're saying it, you could just say, oh God, you're a piece of shit. No, it's making you want to listen to it to understand the context. So that's the idea. Now the concept of us being held accountable for how we present the material, that's crazy. But I can see it as false advertising. It's true. Well, here's a good example. Godzilla, the first movie. They edited the trailer like it was Bryan Cranston versus Godzilla. Spoiler alert, he dies in the beginning of the movie. It's not him, it's the other guy. It's Quicksilver. He's the one that the movie's really about. But the trailer gave you an idea, thinking that it was Bryan Cranston, that it was going to be his movie. And that was when Bryan Cranston was hot. He was on Breaking Bad. He was hot. He wasn't.
What movie was this?
Godzilla, the first Godzilla, the first reboot. Not Godzilla.
Bryan Cranston was in there?
Yeah, he was in the first movie, the first reboot movie of that new little cinematic universe before Godzilla and Kong fought each other. He was in it, and the trailer heavily featured him. He wasn't in it very long. I didn't watch the movie. From what I understand, he dies very early on in the movie, and that's it. It follows his son or whoever the guy was playing, whoever army guy he is. So that's a bait and switch, So
I thought that was what's his name?
Yep. Uh-huh.
What Matthew Broderick?
No, that was Godzilla 2000. That's not that Godzilla movie. The reboot.
It was a reboot?
Yeah. Okay, Kong.
Oh,
King
okay,
Kong
wait.
You know
So
King Kong
this
Godzilla
is
fought, right?
the reboot is the one that they brought the other Titan monsters in,
Exactly.
right?
Right.
Okay.
There was Godzilla King of the Monsters, and
I've reined myself back in now. Okay.
Right.
I got it.
It was like you remember it all built up to Kong versus Godzilla, that
Right,
whole
right.
universe thing. Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay. I'm back.
So it began. It was that with that Asian guy. He goes, "Let them fight." You don't remember that? That was it. Yeah, that was it. So, yeah, that was it. And people were kind of mad about that because it was like, oh my God, you sold it on this guy, and he wasn't really in it that long. So it's weird. It's a gray area, and I don't agree with it at all. Now, if she wasn't in the movie at all, okay, but I think she was either, maybe her scene was cut. Was it cut? Maybe that's what the issue was. This may have probably, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so she was in the trailer, but her scene was cut from the movie, so she wasn't actually even in it at all. So the person bought it waiting to see her, and she wasn't. But that's the nature of filmmaking, though. That's it. People know that there's reshoots. People know that things don't make it into the movies. So I disagree with it. I don't think that this should have been upheld. I'm absolutely against it. This is it. This is the nature of it. Digital media is a fluid, ever-changing media, and they put that character, that scene in there in good faith that they thought it would work. But in post-production, it's called leaving it on the editing room floor, the cutting room floor. I don't think, you filmed it. Now, you didn't say, that this is going to be in it, and then we never gave it. It never came in. She was going to be in it. It just, for whatever reason, that scene just didn't make it into the official thing. So I exactly right here where it says Universal is correct that trailer movies involve some creativity and editorial discretion, but this creativity does not outweigh the commercial nature of a trailer. I understand. At its core, a trailer is an advertising designed to sell a movie by providing consumers with a preview of the movie. I get it. But it's one thing is if she was like the main character, like, what I'm trying to say? Like, she's the main character,
right?
And then they swapped it out for another character. That's false advertising. But if she was in a scene and that scene didn't, I don't know. I'm absolutely against this, and I'm really, really disappointed that the judge ruled in this favor. I'm surprised Universal lost this shit. So, how much did this guy win? This person better only have won their friggin' like movie ticket back, their ticket stub back. That's it. Don't get me wrong. Anna de Armas or whatever her name is, she is beautiful. She is stunning. She's gorgeous. But I'm not. I mean, give me a break. Give me a break. All right. So anyway, how do you feel about this? I mean, I'm coming at it from an editor myself. I'm an editor. I edit things. I've done trailers. I love doing trailers. I'm hired to edit things and put them together. This is awful. As a consumer, I think this guy went a little overboard. She should probably be afraid that he's gonna be like show up at her door or whatever. Yeah, like this is one of those, like, he did a bit much. Yeah. Like, I saw a trailer. She was in there. That sold the movie to me. Didn't even matter what the movie was about. Yeah. Just the fact that it was Ana de Armas on there, which doesn't make any sense because there are people that only see movies from certain actors. Like, I love this and I'll watch anything that they're in. I get it. But again, I reiterate, she was not the main character. I'm pretty sure in this trailer, we should watch this trailer and judge it. Actually, not now, but I'm pretty sure she wasn't the main character. I get it, but who watches movies just based on an actor? I don't do that. No, people do. People that's the problem, because now you're heading yourself into a failure. Like, for instance, but the difference is that they'll watch any movie when that actor is headlining the movie. You know what I'm saying? If they're the star, you know what I'm saying? But this is a glorified cameo. That's the difference between the two. That's why I'm saying this is stupid. But carry on. But that's what I'm saying. It's like watching, I love Marky Mark and I like all the stuff that he does. And then you watch Transformers and it's like, I hated Transformers.
but I only watched it because Marky Mark was there.
Mhm.
Why?
Yeah.
Did you watch any of the other Transformers movies? No. What,
Mhm.
what the? Why? What is the point of that?
It's called fangirling and fanguying out. There are people like that. I get it. Don't get me wrong. I get it. What I'm saying though is that I'm pretty sure she was not headlining this movie. I'm pretty sure the trailers, especially since it was just one scene, how much of that scene could they possibly put in this trailer to make you think she was a big part of this movie? You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? So I think this is ridiculous.
Especially if it got cut from the movie, it couldn't have been very long. It couldn't be at all.
Clearly,
Like,
even if you played the entire scene. Some movies start with an entire scene from a movie, and then they jump into the trailer. I guarantee you, she didn't show up in the rest of the trailer. Why would you think that she was in the entire movie then?
And I'm pretty sure this isn't even like this can't be real. I'm pretty sure this individual is not like a fan of Ana de Armas. I think it was just like I noticed that there was a difference in the trailer and the movie. Can I sue for that? Let me sue for it. And I got some money, or I got something stupid out of it. And now I'm viral. Because I'm sure this has been done several times in the past. It's going to continue being done. I'm sure this is not the first time that it's happened.
And the case began in January when Paul Michael Rose Koskach and Connor Wolf sued Universal, claiming that they rented yesterday. Oh, rented the movie. They rented the movie.
So this is an old movie.
They rented yesterday with the expectation that De Armas would be in it because she appeared in a trailer, leading to their dismay upon realizing she had been cut from the film. Okay.
Now I have a problem with this.
Yeah.
The movie's already been out, which means it's known now. This isn't like a brand new movie. This is a known
it came movie. Out. It's a 2019 rom-com. They sued in January.
And how did they win on this? This is a 2-year-old movie.
Yeah.
I expected her to be in this movie.
Nope. They said that the trailers have to have an accurate representation of the movie, and because she was in it and because she was featured in the trailer and didn't feature in the movie, that it was false advertising. That's what the courts are saying, basically.
So then every movie should be that way then, because not every extra that they hire in movies
I'm going to sue Lucasfilm because there was a scene that I was looking forward to in Rogue One where it was Jin versus a TIE fighter on the platform, and that scene did not exist. Actually, so I'm going to sue Lucasfilm because that's the reason why I went to go see the movie. I wanted to see that particular scene. And
I'm going to sue Marvel because as an extra that I was hired to be one of the people that died and falling off the building, it did not make the cut.
Yep. This is absurd. And I can't believe they won. This is ridiculous. I can't believe they won.
I want to.
Good God. Oh God. There's a mute button, by the way, next time. Mute it. He's muted it. What a shame. What a shame this is. But oh well. I mean, final thoughts on this before we wrap up this episode. You have to unmute yourself. What? I can't hear you. What?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, so yeah, he's doing something. So final thoughts for me is that this is ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous. I think these two guys should like stub their toe really hard, like stub it really, 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 really hard because it's stupid. It's artistic. It is what it is. It is a common fact, or I don't know, common fact. It is well known that trailers are meant just to titillate you, and that a lot of times these things they change and they edit. The trailers are edited out of footage with the clear intention that footage was going to be used at the time. But that's marketing material that comes out weeks and months before the film is actually completed. So you're telling me you want the studios to finish the film first, then cut the trailer? There's no way. That doesn't work. It's unrealistic. Final thoughts, man, before we wrap up this episode?
I'm curious to know how much they won on this case.
Me too. I'm looking for it in the trailer, but it doesn't say anything. Yeah, it doesn't say anything.
I just think this is just stupid. This is stupid, and this person should have their house burned down.
It's two people.
These people should have their house burned
Yeah.
down.
Well, see,
I mean-
I said stub their toe. I didn't want to. I wasn't going that far. I just said stub their toe.
I'm not that they need to be harmed, but their house should be burned down. And there should be riots, and I'm angry because I never got paid for any of my
Grievances. Okay.
So
I paid. We've never even gotten a refund for any of the multiple shitty films we've seen as part of this brand.
That's funny. Well, but yeah, I don't agree with this at all. I mean, I get that trailers should portray a grand scheme of the actual movie itself, but at the same point, it's like as if that's the legalities of it, fine. And if you are a big movie house that hires the companies to do this, and you greenlight it, and the trailer is way off, then yeah, I understand. But something as small as this is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah,
I just
pretty much. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Okay, and shame on you, circuit court judge, whoever you are. You're an idiot. You're an absolute. I can't believe Universal, big company with all their lawyers and their things, lost this. It sets a terrible tone. All right, well, that's it. Before we get going, shameless promotions. Man, you can go first.
I am Man everywhere. YouTube, IG, FB, Tiki T, Snappy C. Pretty much just everywhere. I'm there.
And Dookie Deuce, yeah.
The Twitter, everywhere. I'm Man or Man 17093.
See, that's how long it's been that you have to think about it.
Yeah.
Of course, you can find me, Viberev Studios, VIBEREVSTUDIOS. That's YouTube, Twitter, not TikTok. Facebook.com is the studio website, which I haven't updated in months. I gotta start doing something, whatever. So yeah, check me out. There's other stuff ish, sort of, kind of. It's all there for you.
Sort of.
And you can find the Geek Bros, Instagram and Twitter. That's Geek Bros with a 0, GEKBR0S. TikTok at Geek Bros with a 0, GEKBR0S. Email us, Geek Bros with a 0, just Geek Bros, GEKBR0S at yahoo.com. Same thing with Facebook.com/Geek Bros with a 0. You can check us out on our video recaps and everything now at our official YouTube channel, youtube.com/@GeekBros, GEKBR0S. And of course, you can listen to this podcast whenever it comes out. First place, WeBeGeeksPC.com.
First place.
Thank you, Mike. And check it out. So that's it for Keeping the Geek Bros podcast. And remember, geeking out still sounds this good.
Keeping up with the Geek Bros.